Hey, Mike Hilly here, and I'm excited to go over this training with you. What I'm going to do is show you how to generate leads using Facebook advertising, specifically Facebook ads that generate leads, where you're getting their name, email, phone number, or whatever other information you want. I have been doing this for years. I've been doing internet marketing for about 11 years. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example using the vertical that one of my company is involved in, where I'm going to show you how I'm generating leads to have people apply to be drivers with my rideshare company. So one of the advertising or one of the verticals that we have is we have the ability now to earn off of people similar to like drivers for Uber, drivers for Lyft. And we can get those type of drivers because we have a new company that we're advertising for, which is our company. And the more drivers we get, the more money we make on their fares, and you kind of get the idea. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there ahead of time so you can see it. You can use this strategy for anything. Doesn't matter what product you're really advertising. I mean, as far as it goes on guidelines and stuff like that. But I'm going to do this. I am going to put my nerd glasses on so I can see my screen good and make sure I walk you through this correctly. But you're going to see this is very simple. And really what advertising comes down to is if you could spend $1 and make $2, how many dollars would you spend? As many as you can get a hold of. Okay. That's the cool part. And what I love about advertising on Facebook and things like that is you can use data to drive your decisions. And you can see that it becomes very effective, cost effective, in fact, a way to do this. And I'm going to show you how cheap it is. Okay. So first and foremost, the first thing is you must have already set up your account. I'm not going to show you how in this video to set up an advertising account with Facebook. You can go find a YouTube video or one of my videos on how to do that and so on. What you're doing is you've gone into your ads manager and you clicked on create an ad. And this is the page that you should be looking at. Okay. Now, just real quick on these is with Facebook advertising, there's plenty of goals that you can set. One is traffic. So if you're wanting to drive people to see a website, you could use that as a specific goal. Engagement on maybe a previous video that you had or video post or a Facebook post that you had. That's what engagement is. Video views if you uploaded a video on your Facebook page and so on. But we're going to talk about lead generation. Okay, so we're going to click on lead generation. And now when I did that, it opened up some stuff below that. Right here is where you're going to name your campaign. Your campaign is just the name of your ad. That's what they call it. They call it a campaign. I'm going to leave it defaulted to just lead generation. We'll put in test just so we can identify it. And then here's the cool part is people get intimidated with the budget amounts. The nice thing is you can actually do this for as little as $1 a day. Personally, I would tell you to not run ads unless you're willing to spend about $5 a day, just so you can get a large enough sample size and the algorithms can work on your behalf. Okay, so we're going to leave it at $5. And now we're going to go a daily budget of that. And again, you can turn this on or off whenever you want. We're going to click continue. It's going to take us to our next page. Now, our next page is where we're going to, in the ad set, we have to identify who we're targeting, people that we want to get our message in front of. Okay. Like I mentioned, mine are specifically, I'm looking for people that are probably interested in driving for Uber or Lyft currently, and they may have like networking experience or something like that. So it kind of fits the person, because the nice thing about advertising on Facebook is because they have all the data of everything everybody's ever done on Facebook for years and years and years. And you can talk to the right people at the right time about the right things. Okay. So on here, you've got my page. This is the page that I would be advertising through. This is my business page, and you have to have that set up. And we're going to go here now. And when it says create like audiences, you're going to probably ignore that, because if you're new to this, there's things called custom audiences where people have already gone to your websites. You've got a snippet of code that's on your website and it builds, things on there. So we're going to ignore that. We're going to just talk about this. Now, what's nice is in my business specifically, I need to target about 6 markets that I'm looking to go after, not just broad with the United States. So when I click on that, I'm going to type in the markets that my business already does the Vibe drivers in. Miami, Florida is one of them. And I want to expand that to the 50-mile radius because that's about accurate. I'm going to do Orlando, Florida, 50-mile radius. So you open that up and you drop it. I'm going to go Tampa, Florida, and I'm going to expand that one. Okay, so this is basically me finding the geo-targeted areas I want my ads to only run in. Houston, Texas. And again, I'm going to go broad. And then I want to do Dallas, Texas. And we'll go broad. And then I want to go one more. I'm going to go San Antonio. Okay, San Antonio, Texas. Where are you at? So now I've got, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 geolocations across, in the different parts that I'm looking for these leads of people that have that. Now I want to find out now when I scroll down, it is going to give me an age demographic to hit. I'm actually going to take it to 25 just because I like that. And languages, I always want to do English because that's the only language I personally speak. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road is detailed targeting. The cool part about detailed targeting is this is where you identify, and I'll pull that up, you add demographics, interests, or behaviors, okay? And the company will give you Facebook will give you suggestions. But I know that I'm looking specifically for rideshare people that happen to be maybe already currently driving for Uber or driving for Lyft, because that would make sense, right? So I type in Uber. And all of a sudden, the database is going to find out. And look, you've got interest. And this is the one right here. Drive with Uber. There's 8.1 million people in the United States alone. And I click that, and that adds it to what I wanted to drive. Well, I also want to go to Lyft. So I type in Lyft. I've got employers, and I'm actually going to go with employers on that one. And I would like that some of these people have maybe a networking background of some sort. They're interested or they've shown some type of interest in network marketing because of what I'm targeting, because that's part of the model that we use. So I'm going to type in network marketing. Watch this. Network marketing, but it says right here, I've got network marketing, which is employers, is 46,000, job titles is 92, but I want the interest of 39 million multi-level. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm also going to go on under another category. Let's go entrepreneurship. And you'll notice it popped up from 2 to 4. And this is just on a $5 budget. So we're going to leave that right there because it's not necessarily the more you put in there, the better you get. A lot of times that will increase your ad cost. So you want to I leave it fairly broad. So I've basically targeted people that are want to drive or have been driving for Uber or Lyft, and they have a network marketing background or like networking of some sort, and they're entrepreneurs. You ever seen those circle graphs? It's like that. I'm looking for the center person. Now, once I've identified my interests and my detailed targeting, you scroll down, and the placement means where's my ad going to show up? Whether it's the news feed, the mobile feed, the stories feed, the Facebook Messenger ads. I typically leave automatic placements open right now on these specific ads because I want to be fairly broad on the front end of generating these leads. And all of this is pretty much good to go. I scroll down here, I click on continue, and now we're going to create our ad. Okay. Now with creating our ad, you've got where a carousel means that you can put multiple images in there. I'm going to go with a single video or image. Now because I've done this before, it defaulted by pulling my my business page's profile picture. I obviously don't want that, so I'm going to X that out. And by doing that, it gave me this new template here to where I want to add media. Now with the Vibe Rides thing that I'm doing, I always like video because it gives a little more pop to it, okay? I've had very good success with single images or videos as well, but I want to show you how I do this. Now, what I'm going to do is you can either add media, create a slideshow, or create a video if you don't have a video already up here. I'm going to click add, if I click add media, it's going to ask for an image or a video. I'm going to click on video. I've already got one in here, so I'm going to click that. Okay, because I've already uploaded this. I've done this before. And now I don't like this as the thumbnail. The thumbnail is what they would see if they were scrolling. So I'm going to click edit video. I'm going to click on thumbnail. And then I want to click on custom. Custom will pull different images from that video. And I like this one because it really, really pops. Okay. Because it's like you see the phone, people already understand that. Drivers wanted apply now. I click save. See how it changed that? Now, what's nice is as I scroll down, you're going to be able to see what the ad is starting to look like. So this is what it would look like going through a mobile feed. If I clicked on desktop, it would show me what it looks like on desktop. But I'm going to show you on mobile. Now, here, primary text is what tell people what your ad is about. Primary text is going to be the area right here. So I'm going to say Vibe rides drivers. Not too hard, right? Dot, dot, dot. Okay. And by doing the dot, 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 a lot of times they'll just wonder what that is. Now, the headline is what's going to go right here. And since I already got that, I'm just going to copy and paste it. Right click, command, paste. And now you'll see that it's going to edit right down here. See how it changed? Vibe rides drivers wanted. And here, if somebody saw this, they would click if it said sign up. Now, I personally don't like sign up. I like apply now. So I'm going to click on apply now because it's a little less of an aggressive phrase, believe it or not. Okay. Apply now kind of puts that. Now, you'll see that I already have forms in here, but that show, but I'm going to show you how to do a new form. We're going to create one from scratch since you would not have this in here. So what'll happen is these will all be blank. You just ignore that. And we're going to create our form. Now, what this means is this is the form. So somebody saw your ad, they clicked on apply now on their phone, and this is what they're going to see next. Okay, that's what this means. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to look at intro, and it's going to see the intro. Now, the intro would allow me to use an image here. I can use the image from my ad. Okay, so if I click that, or I like to upload the image, and I'm going to find on my phone already or my computer. We're going to use that one. That's kind of a nice one. Upload, and you're going to see boom. So now when they've clicked it, they're going to see this. So that's at Vibe. So I'm staying in the same vein. And now you've got your layout. Okay. So the headline, and I've got this already done. We're going to go headline is there. Vibe drivers wanted. To apply, please provide your info below. Now, the form already defaulted to your email and phone number. I have to have their phone number as well. So what I do is you now have the intro taken care of. I don't put any more info in there because all I'm trying to do is just get their info. I close that out, and then I go to the next one. Questions is where these come up. And you'll see that you've got these. I'm going to actually have to shrink myself a little bit more here. Right here, it's going to ask you to, they already have that question, and now I need a new question. So when I click on this, it's going to give me a bunch of different things. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Now the contact fields, I need their phone number. So I click that, and now the phone number is automatically been placed in there when they fill that out. Okay, I scroll down. Now the next thing is you have to have all these filled out, and if you don't, then it won't, the ad won't run. So privacy policy, so I'm going to open that up, and I just say privacy policy. You can usually pull these from either your personal, I got to spell policy, right? You can usually pull these from your own company's website or so on, which is what I do. So I'm going to go get this link, copy link, and I'm going to drop it in there. And good. So I've got the terms right here, privacy policy. So if they clicked on it, they would see what that was. And now, so this would be, so once they've filled out the form, they go to the privacy policy. And that means that they understand that they're submitting it, that Mike Healy's getting it, or you. When they click submit, it then takes them to the thank you page. So this will be our last page. Thanks, you're all set. Your info has been sent to Mike Healy. Tap below to visit Mike Healy. Now, I don't want them to tap below to visit Mike Healy because I want them to know what's coming next. I thought I copied that, but I did not. Okay, I had it all typed out. Please be on the, no, I'm going to actually, so I have to send them a text. So what I'm going to do is you will receive a personal text in the next 24, 48 hours. So I've also given them directions on what's going to happen, because when I generate a lead, the next thing that happens is I get the lead and I have to go in and I submit their info to send them a text so that they can get an application code. Okay, so I want them to be aware of what's happening next. And I say 24 to 48 hours because I typically check my leads today from what was generated yesterday. So in the mornings, as soon as I wake up, I go into my back office, I download the leads from yesterday, and I send them all codes, and then those people activate their codes, and I'm good. Next day, I do the same thing. Okay, so now I've done this. Okay, I've got the headline. You're all set. I've got your info has been sent to me. You're going to receive personal text in the next 24 hours. Okay, and now you can view website, or I could have them download something, or they could call me if I wanted to. Okay, we're just going to say visit view website, and we're going to just put in http://viberides.com. Okay, and everything looks good. We should be good to go. I'm going to scroll back up here. It's going to say, oh, I actually wanted to show you this. See this right here? You can edit this. It's much easier if you do this ahead of time. I keep doing this. And I want to name this Vibe Ad Form New. Okay. And now I know when I go in to make another ad, I know this is exactly what I've put. This is the one that's going to work. And now I'm going to click finish. Oh, what did I miss? Intro, paragraph. Oh, please please fill out the information. Please submit your. You see how that came up? So you got, if you ever get a notification, it'll just tell you where you got to fix something. Please submit your form for your personal text to apply. Thanks. Okay. And now that I've done that, I click finish. And boom, see how the ad forms? So this is the ad that the form. Once you make a few, you can actually do that. And if I wanted to, I could click duplicate if this was checked. And now everything looks like it was done. That was believe it or not, that's the kind of the hardest part, is that last part. And now all I have to do is click confirm. And this will give me a little rotating thing. And I'm going to go a little bigger on you because it may or may not go. Yep. And now you've got in drafts, you're going to see that you have that. But you can see all these different types of lead ads that I've run. You can see the $5 daily, 15, 20, all this, right? And these kind of things. You can check your performance things. Check this out. This is kind of cool. That's my nickname, Guns. But these are clicks, okay? That's from April 1st. When I'm making this video, it's April 16th. So in 16 days from the time of this, I've got this many basically click/leads. Okay, do you see that? And it hasn't. And if you look at that, I spent that kind of money. So it's really cost effective to do that. So all that being said, hopefully that made sense to you and you enjoyed it. And what I would recommend is, I should have said that, I can't remember because I've had to redo this video like 4 times because I I went through something and then I clicked the wrong button or something. Anyhow, I would recommend that if you watch this all the way through and you haven't done it, the easiest thing to do is watch it, pause it, do it, then keep going, watch it, pause it, do it, watch it, pause it, do it, and you'll have an ad up and running and so on. And then all you have to do to go in and check your leads is, I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you that real quick. Okay, so we're going to go shrink mic again. We're going to go real tall, tiny. And I'm going to go my one video. You go to your ad. You click on it here. So when you click on it, I click on edit. It's going to pull this up. So if I need to change something, you'll see video, that. And then right here, you see these little 3 dots. When you click on those, it'll let you to go to more options, download leads data. When I click on that, depending on how many leads I ran, so if this was a lifetime lead. So from the time I started this, if I wanted to download them all at the same time, there's 303 leads. Like I mentioned earlier, what I do is I click on yesterday, and you'll see this one has 17 leads. So yesterday, yesterday, it generates that. And when I click the button download, it comes here, CSV, and it downloads. And now I have an entire file with all the little details. We'll pop that up so you can see what it looks like, of the ad that I run in, the one ad that I have. It's obviously not the ad I just showed you because it has to be the new one. But then you get all the names, the email addresses, and so on. And I'm not going to show you all those, but you understand what I'm saying. So right there, I have now generated leads. They've come in, and then you can do what you want with them. You can take since you have their name, their phone number, and their address, you can make phone calls to them. You can put them on email lists or things like that we can follow up with them, add them to a private Facebook group, things like that. But it's really, really a simple thing to do. And I just wanted to go through it with you, and hopefully you got something out of it. There's a little learning curve. You're going to have to just do it a few times and see it. The nice thing is, like I said, is you can spend like a little as $1 a day. I would highly recommend you start with at least $5. And then if you see that you're getting leads where you're getting leads for maybe less than, $2 or less per lead, you might want to bump that up to $10 and then 15 and then 20 and so on. So real simple. So obviously if you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me, but this is a pretty long video, but I wanted you to make sure that you understood how to do that. And I will see you on the next videos. Thanks.